Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. So today I have a super simple 12 by 12 layout. This is about my son when he's like 2 or 3 years old and he got a guitar for Christmas, and the song he pretended to play and sing was always "You Are My Sunshine." So I'm using the Cocoa Vanilla kit, or the Daydream kit from Cocoa Vanilla. I do order the complete set and I think you can get those on Cherry on Top. If this kit is still available, I will go ahead and link it down below. So I'm trying to decide which paper I'm going to use, and the thing I love about this, it comes with 2 sets of cardstock, so you can use the front and the back. And you'll see on the top left hand corner of my desk there that I have fussy cut a bunch of flowers out already. So I decide I'm going to use this rainbow paper, and I'm taking my Caterpillar Pro Crop to take off the label on the bottom, and then I'm going to fussy cut around each of these rainbow stripes, as you say, and I'm using the Tim Holtz mini snips, or actually they're not the mini snips, they're the 7.5-inch ones, and these are so great for paper. So you'll see that I cut all of them out and adhere them to a basil white cardstock, and then I took my sewing machine and just sewed right in the middle of each of the layers of the rainbow. Now, after I trim off the excess string, I'm going to use my fingers and bend both the inside and the outside of each of the rainbow stripes there, so it gives it some texture. And this takes a little while, but that's okay. I love doing this. And even though it looks exactly the same as the 12 by 12 cardstock that it came on, what it does is it gives dimension, and since I sewed on it, it gives extra dimension as well. So I like my 12 by 12 layouts to be like Braille, you know, where you like to feel the page protectors to see what's going on with the layout. I love that. I know I have friends who can't stand having their layouts stick up like that, but I absolutely love it. So it does stop me from putting as many pages into a 12 by 12 album, but I'm okay with that because I have so many albums already. What's a few more? So the kit did come with words that are die cut like this, and I was able to find "You Are My Sunshine," so I'm going to use that as my title. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to place the title on this picture. Now, I'm not doing any journaling on this layout because for me it's self-explanatory and my kid already knows the story. So I am taking my ATG gun and I'm going to use the Chamel stamp because I couldn't find a decade stamp that goes back to 2009. And the Chamel stamp, it goes by date, month, year. No, date, year, month. Wait a minute, is that right? Date, month, year. Yeah, so I'm going to use the wood grain to frame the photo, and then I'm using some of the excess paper there and another gray polka dot paper to frame this photo. I don't need a whole lot because I'm using the rainbow and that's going to be the focus of my layout. So once I do that, I'm going back to the 12 by 12 paper and I want to adhere that down. So I'm using my Scotch quick dry adhesive that I put in this fine line container, and I'll have all these products linked down below in case you're interested. And I have to use glue like this because it is a raised platform, so I need to make sure that the adhesive sticks to the raised portion of the rainbow, if that makes sense. So now I'm using the Stampin' Up foam adhesive to pop up my title "You Are," and I end up putting it a little bit off the photo because I like things hanging off the edge. It gives more visual interest when you have things off the edge. But I also like a lot of white space, so it gives the eye a place to rest. So I like to leave a lot of white space as well. So you'll see that I'm going to put my sunshine on the bottom portion of the photo, and it's going to hang off the photo as well. Now I am going to use some of the other embellishments that came with the kit. It came with some wired flower, which I was like, how am I going to use this, right? But I do end up using it, and I do end up using some of the flowers that I fussy cut as well. So I always, whenever I get a kit and there's a beautiful floral page, before I even make any layouts, I sit and I fussy cut all of the photos out. So you'll see I put a huge glob of glue there for that wired flower that I'm going to put there because I need it to be able to stick, so when the glue hardens, it'll keep the flower there, the flowers I should say. Now I am going to go through the rest of my embellishment kits. There's this butterfly that I'm going to put behind the flowers, but under my photo, if that makes sense. I'm trying to decide where I should put it, and you'll see I'm going to move that in a second so that it's behind. I do like to do my embellishment clusters in 3, but this time I'm only doing 2. But it still works like a triangle because the rainbow goes off the page on the left hand side to the bottom, so it still takes your eye around the layout. So I'm not as concerned about just having 2 embellishment clusters. So I do put some heart stickers onto the title, a yellow one on the top left and a blue on the bottom right. And here I'm using those flowers that I fussy cut and using the Scotch quick dry adhesive to the bottom right hand portion of the photo as well as the top left hand portion of my photo. And I'm moving all those embellishment clusters, the entire cluster, as I'm working with this. And you'll see here that I struggle a little bit in trying to keep it straight as well. And I'm okay with the flower hanging off the left side of the photo as well. I am using the Chamel date stamp and Stays on ink, and I'm stamping the ink or the date onto a sticker and using that label as my date stamp for the photo. And I'm going to stick it right under the sunshine word so it just melts, or not melts, molds into that area as well. And then I'm using a, what are these called? I'm having a brain fart, but it says The Good Life, and I'm going to put that on the bottom right hand portion of my photo. Okay, there you have it. That is my layout. Super simple. I hope you enjoyed this process video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time.